Good morning, QVC. Well, good morning, London. I'm here with my fabulous model, which we were on air last night and we sold out within, I think, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any chance to actually show you any tips or tricks on how to actually apply this. And so we're going to take a little sneak peek in the green room or the dressing room and kind of show you a couple of good tips. So you love the 7s or even the 8s. We have the 6s and the 7s. Yes. I'm going to kind of show you a brief explain if you didn't understand the 5s and the 6s, if you can kind of see the different width and height. So if you want a casual lift, you're going to be a 5. If you want a more dramatic lift, you're going to be a 7. I've got a 7 on here, but I got to tell you, every day I love my 5s. I go for my 5s before I go into the office, before I have coffee.
And I'm just experimenting still.
You're still experimenting.
Get to know what's best for me.
Exactly. So you can see that on your eyes, you just look a little tired, but what we didn't talk about last night is you have an asymmetry, which a lot of my clients have an asymmetry, and we either sleep on one side of our face or, an accident or something like that. So mine is just age, and so I'm gonna lift mine up.
Mine's age as well, We've got these under.
I have baby pictures proving that I did not arrive on this earth with not hooded eyes. So you just want to identify it. It's where your eyelid is folding, and you want to capture it. Now, some clients like to put it closer to the lash, but one misnomer is I'm going to put it way up here because that's kind of where I want that eyelid. And so what we're going to do is identify that fold. If this represents that fold on my eyelid where that makeup gathers, and I block it with the strip, it can no longer fold there. It has to find the top of that strip. So whatever size it is, it's going to go to the top of the strip. So clean skin, please prepare your skin. We just did a focus group and 9 out of 10 clients would not have prepared their skin. So that means it's not going to last all day, and you might see it and everything else. So prepare the skin, no oils, makeups, or moisturizers, and you see that. Now, you can just raise your chin. You want to smooth that excess skin out, and that's maybe some people are kind of squinting and putting it on. You want to really smooth it out, and you can see where it starts. I like to start it inside, tap it down, lay it across, a little slight twist. If you pull too fast, you could actually remove the adhesive, but pressing and holding. And that's what a lot of clients aren't doing, is pressing and holding. They're doing this light little swipe.
So you don't actually want to literally go on the fold. You want to go where the crease is.
Across the fold. So if that's where, now this is a little practice strip now. So what I like to tell clients is don't go through 5 or 6 strips, because that's what a lot of people say. It took me 7 strips to find my ideal placement. Use this one. Now I just put it on, I've taken it off. I'm gonna try a different placement, slightly higher. I can angle it. I can, move it. It's obviously not going to be. It's not going to be see-through though. It's not going to be see-through during this phase. So I like using
trying it on and off.
And I've
once you've worked it out, then you just take it.
You just kind of really look, and now I get to play around. I'm going to play with it at a little slight angle, and maybe out and up, and to get a little bit different of a pitch. But do you see how easy that is? And it's absolutely transformational. I actually have impaired vision, and I get headaches, but you can see why my vision is impaired. I mean, it's heavy and hooded. I mean, we sell to a lot of optometrists because clients are not able to see. So what's great is, boom. It's really quick and easy, easier than my mascara. And so I'm going to try a bit of a bigger size. Now, you can wear multiple different sizes. This is one of the largest sizes we have. And one of the tips, this is all flexible. These little strips come on this little sheet. And so what we want to do is slide. Now, it comes with this little plastic applicator tool. And some people say these don't work, but I'm going to prove to you that they do. So I'm just going to kind of fold that over and pick and peel it. That's all I'm doing. The point of these is so we don't touch it and put all of our germs and oils.
And oils and everything.
And so now we've got a tool to actually play around and practice, but I like to be on the outside of the face because this would be very invasive and I can't see what I'm doing. So I like to be on this eye, and I'd peel it from the other side to be on this side. So in looking at your eyes, what we could do is actually just put a 5 over here and a 7 over there to make up the difference. Or I can place this one a little lower and the other one a little higher.
Okay, so I was wondering how you would
correct it.
Correct it. So
Yeah.
higher is more open.
Right.
So wider.
Where you get the fold on the strip, if you get it lower in the strip, then you're going to get a bigger lift.
Yes.
If you get it lower on the somewhere in the middle is where I like to tell clients to practice. Focus on getting it in the middle somewhere. You have to capture it in order to change it.
Yeah.
And we have to smooth that excess skin out. So now when you did this yesterday, you put your chin really high up and raised your brow, and that smoothed that excess skin. And because some clients can't close two eyes. And what I'm doing is just tapping, rolling. You can see a little slight twist. Go slow in that area. And if you see any part of the film, it's not yet bonded. And go ahead and look up now. So I'm not in love with this placement. Wow. Because it's still an incredible lift.
Yes.
But you see, I don't like the placement. And so what we're going to do is actually play around because I'm at kind of a different angle from you.
Right.
Yeah. And so you can use this and just practice around with it. And I'm going to try a little bit different, a little bit out. If it, go ahead and open. Do you see it's a little too close to your nose?
Just, yes.
And
yes.
so this, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And so what we do is I'm going to have you actually just peel it off.
Right.
Go ahead and you grab it. And you do the practice because that's that one or two strips that I want clients to pull off and just really kind of play around with it. Use both hands, use the tweezers, really play around with that placement because you're ultimately going to find out where the strip works best for you. Now, okay, so now let's move it just a little bit more. I think you're really going to be, until you're happy, but until we don't see it.
Going outwards or upwards?
Yeah, I kind of like it a little bit more out. But isn't that cool that you can actually play with this?
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to get it right the first time. It's not going to be invisible, but I like it farther away from your nose actually.
Yes.
And so sometimes if I get a little too close to my nose, it just feels weird. So the rule is if you can see it or feel it.
I'm naturally still quite puffy, but you've just opened up. No matter what, it still opens up my eye.
That's really nice. Now, if you are puffy, sometimes we get a little swollen in the morning. By the way, you can sleep in these.
Yeah,
if you go on a date like this, don't wake up like this.
And it is the morning. It was very early when I got up.
Yes, no, we don't sleep here on TV. But you know what? If I'm swollen or if I have allergies, I cannot get my big 7s on. I can't do it. Right. That's where my little 5s are great.
I see.
I put it a little bit lower until that swelling's gone down.
Yes, because then you've got, otherwise it's too much to play with, isn't it?
Right.
Too much to be in the way.
Exactly. Now it makes sense why this practice one is not going to be see-through, but I think if you pull it out and just pull it a little bit more,
so really, that I can see, you moved it.
Really take advantage of using this as a practice strip. And I just want to try, if I put this on 15 different ways, we're going to have 15 different outcomes, right? I mean, okay, try that one. So a little bit, now you can wear a 5, you can wear a 6.
More sort of.
Right, we change it up. And some clients would be like, I'm so heavy and hooded, I could never get away with a little 5mm. Well, I wear a 5mm all the time. And if we didn't see my big 7 lift, look at my eyebrows even up. Look at your eyebrow.
Yeah, straight away.
Do you see it? It's a mini facelift. Wow. And so if we get rid of this lift and you just look at how heavy and hooded this is, a little 5, see where that folding is, I lift it, and place it across there, little twist, press and hold. Look at, I have an eyelid now. And so this is a really nice look for me to go into the office, get some coffee, and not have that pressure right on. Look at, that's a little lift. Now, if this was a practice strip for me, I can kind of put it up high. Here's what a lot of clients do. I want my eyelid way up here, and that's what I'm going to do. And you're just folding with a strip, or they've put it upside down. I've actually gotten, do I just put it on my tongue, swallow it, and miraculously, in my instructions, literally, it says, do not swallow. No. Just in case. But don't put it inside your eye either. It's lifting. It's that push-up bra for the eyelid. This is my little practice strip. Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, really great. My eyelid is up. That's just my little baby 5. Keep practicing with it because that's what clients aren't understanding. They get frustrated, and I don't want you to get frustrated. I want you to love this product. With anything new, we need practice. And so, we have flats, we have stilettos.
So that's too high.
It's too high, and that's what most people do. They said, I want this way up here. So go lower than you think is a good tip. Some of my clients, they're folding so close to the eyelash, it's really close to that.
Yeah.
See, I like that. Now we can get a little bit more of a lift. If you just lift up half of it and angle it and put it back down, you're gonna see it's a little bit bigger. And then
Lift up
you
half.
can,
Like
closing
that.
your eye and lifting up, you have to smooth it out. Remember? Yep, and then just lift it up a little bit on that end and see if you like that better. We're playing around with it. Look at that.
Ooh.
Do you see how it opened it up on the
Oh my
end?
gosh.
Just by changing the angle.
Hey, there you go.
And that's just the practice strip. So now that you know where that ideal strip is, and I'm using the little plastic applicator tools that come with it.
Yes.
This is a 7, 8, we have so many strips here because we have 6 sizes. Soon, hopefully, they will all be available on QVC London. But this is all the tips that we don't get to do in 6 minutes,
No.
7 minutes when we sell out. So now I'm
Right.
gonna have you look at me. And what's great about this is we actually have Ritz-Carltons and Four Seasons in the States. By the way, this is why she had clean skin, but I'm just going to show you. There's makeup on this, so really prepare the skin. It's like having a manicure with dirty nails.
I mean, I put a bit of makeup on here this morning.
Powder
Now that I was-
transports,
and
yeah.
didn't- and it must have done.
It does,
I
it
haven't-
does.
I haven't-
And
I
I don't
took
wear
it all.
eyeshadow, but I guarantee you I have oils, natural oils.
Yeah,
My
something's
my
there.
sunglass marks from just coming
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
This is raw footage just for you.
Yes.
We're really throwing ourselves under the
I
bus.
think that's our little.
And by the way, I think your husband said something to you last night when you had both of them up, which we're going to lift them up for you again.
Oh,
So-
he said, "Is that for real?" And I went, "Yeah." I said, "Look at me, I'm all bright-eyed."
So let's just take
And
a real
he's-
close-y
Yeah,
of
he
you.
was wondering if he could work on him, but then
Yeah.
when I suggested we try it, he's like a bit scary.
I know.
Oh no, I'm a man. I don't
It's
do that.
funny when-
But I think if I tried it, I think
my
he might.
my men use it. They just don't
because
admit
it's-
it like us.
Because it's see-through and clear, and
Yeah.
you don't see, you just see skin.
And that's
And
a
men
good
can
point.
wear it.
I've got my largest strip on right here, and so what I'm going to do is just kind of put it on my hand. And what I like to tell clients is if you can see it, it's not yet bonded.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And so if you do a little swipe, it's not
That's
going to go all the
gone.
way away. Pressing and holding,
Well, that's
press and hold,
Yeah.
press and hold.
And it's
And
gone.
we're under pretty strong lights. You can't, but here's the thing, you can't feel it. Try and feel it. It's that
No.
skin-like technology. And so I love it. If you have a good pair of tweezers at home, use those. If the plastic applicator tool, they're really there to assist you should you not have anything.
Isn't it? It's just
Yeah,
like
it
skin.
is.
Yeah.
It's thinner than skin.
Yeah.
So we worked with a medical technology lab in Germany. Yep. Yes. Hello.
Oh, hi!
There you are. We thought we'd do a little, at least a little video of all the tips that we didn't get to
Okay,
say last
fine.
night.
So you saw, I did email you, but obviously
just
it's
saw
too
it.
late.
I'm gonna come and see you because I have a meeting with Debbie.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Perfect.
Well done. Did you?
Yeah, look at her before and after. We're just
sorry.
we're doing a mini tip and trick for the
Okay.
YouTube channel for all the clients that bought it
Oh,
last night.
Brilliant. Oh God. Oh, I can see.
No, we're
There's
just
one under here.
yes, we're working on it.
Britain to work on that, and I'll buy the whole lot. Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Oh my gosh, we had so
Who
much
was your
fun.
presenter?
We had, now you're going to test me. So Will did a little
Yeah.
sneak peek,
You had Alison.
Yes.
and then, but we had
Okay,
Allison for the
perfect.
actual show.
Lovely.
Yeah, I felt like
Brilliant.
I knew her after
She's
watching
our
her
beauty-
videos.
She's our beauty expert.
Yes, I loved
They're
it.
all
Yes.
good though. They're all of them are good.
Oh, anybody and everybody I would work with again.
Brilliant.
Hopefully, yep, since we
Good,
sold out, I
good,
guess I
good.
will be.
Excellent. Oh, it's well done. Okay,
Thanks,
bye.
honey. Yeah, I really like that lift. That's great. So again, you know what? You need to figure out where the strip works best for you.
Uh-huh.
And so as we play it, and this is really what this whole video is about practicing and not being scared to
Yeah.
reuse this. And you saw that I just peeled it off really
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
hurt,
Yeah.
but it is meant to stay on for 24 hours.
I think I pressed it down a little bit harder then, and actually taking it off once it's a little bit harder, obviously,
Yeah.
is more sticky, so it's
Yeah.
more bonded, so it will feel a bit. But I'm sure that if you just
first time,
wash
yeah.
it as well,
Yeah.
how's it when you wash it?
Once you learn your placement, it's so easy. You know, I take it
Yeah.
off in the shower when I wash my face.
Yeah,
I just
and
put
it
the
just
soap
comes
in
off
there.
and- yeah.
I put them up on my shower. But I do like your strip away from your nose much more.
So
and
do
even,
I.
And even a little
So
bit
do
more.
I.
So yeah. So now we put a nice new one on for the day. Once we
Yes,
really
please.
identify that we like it a little bit farther. Everybody's eyes are different.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And mine change every single day.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse this side.
Yeah.
a little bit more hooded, and like you say, that's always the
So
slightly,
this is the great
bigger.
thing. I'm going to show you just a little 5 and correct it, because asymmetry is such a huge thing for so many of us. And if you only treated one eye, that means you'd get almost 3 months out of one unit, out of one package.
That's true.
So now get close, and so everyone can really see that you have 2 different eyes. You have a little slight lid right here, a little baby lid, but not a lid over here. So what I'm going to do is just put a little 5 on and look at it disappear. And if you can see any part of the film, again, bond it. And now look, do you feel more even?
Yeah, that's evened it up, hasn't it?
And it's just
And
one
it's still
eye.
a little bit.
It's very quick.
So if I just
one
want,
eye, that's it, out the door. You just
Yeah.
lift that one eye and you go about the rest of your life. I love.
Oh my God, it's just completely balanced it up.
That's why you need some of the 5. So that's what I'm going to do. So every day,
Yeah.
just going about.
So
If
that's
you're going
just
to the
every-
market,
yeah.
if you're going to the market, put a little 5 on so you feel more even and better.
Yeah.
If you're going to the
Yeah.
office, but for a
Glamorous
night out,
night out.
you want maybe the
Do
7s or
both.
8s. Do both.
So if that's a 5 and
that's just a
nothing,
little 5, nothing.
So then if we're going out in the evening and they both want to be bigger, then that has to be a 8 and a 7, or
Well,
an
we
8
could
and
do a little 5 and a 7 and see if that works out.
5 and 7.
That's
yeah,
why-
five,
that-
5 on that and 7 on that. Yeah.
Right. And so
Okay.
we can try that and see if that really works out. And so what I want to do is, again, identify that fold, lift, and place it across. And let me see.
Okay.
That's the 5, a little bit higher.
And
And
so
again, I
then that-
really like it way across, because you've got one of
That's
those
really
little
good.
folds. But even that is fabulous. Now, when you can see it, that's when we miss one of those little folds. And I think that's what's causing us to have a little challenge, is because you have that little fold there.
Right.
And so what I'm going to do, remember we
Okay.
have to capture that fold. I'm going to really go quite away from your nose.
Okay.
And I'm really putting it at like a really high 45-degree angle. Do you see that I put it, now remember this is the practice strip so you can kind of see it, but I put it at almost a pitch.
Yes.
Do
Oh
you-
yeah, you've
so
got
it
up slightly
opened
at
it,
the
so we
end.
have more of that muscle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, but look at, even the
And
5
it's kind of done
millimeter.
it with my brow.
Even the 5 millimeter was able to help you out. So
Yeah.
it's so flexible. Really have fun with it.
So then that one to match up would be a number 7.
Probably.
If you were to do that.
Yeah, we need a little
Okay.
bit more muscle. Yeah, we
Okay.
can, well, we can play with it. So let's go ahead and take this one. And we really need to capture it, but I'm going to put it at that angle.
That's still a 5.
It's still a 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do need more because you were heavier on that eyelid,
I
so
am
we need to
heavy
make up
slightly.
for that difference.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where those arches go in.
Although that one's not quite as lifted that side.
No,
Is that
no. This one is at a real angle. Again, we can put these on 15 different ways and have 15 different
You
looks.
just learn how you do it for you.
You know what? I have
Yeah.
different looks. We have flats and we have stilettos. We have casual ponytail days, which now that I'm not going on here,
we have
is
5s
going
and
to be
7s.
is going to be me for the rest of the day, because I am a ponytail girl and
Aw.
I love my 5 millimeters. I got to tell you. And so, but right now I have a bigger lift on right now, so I'm going to go ahead and even myself out, and then we're going to do your lift. What do you want to be? You want to have a casual day, or you want to have a more dramatic
No,
day?
I'd be more dramatic. So we've got a
Everybody wants
casting
the-
to go to.
So yeah, my goodness, you can just really see, and you can see when I did my mascara this morning, it was
Yeah.
all over my eyelids.
It's difficult to
But
do.
the
isn't it?
eyelashes have formed down and
Yeah.
away, so I need to redo.
So once it's on, you can do your
do
mascara,
it before, if you
can't
can do mascara, you
Yeah.
can do these.
Yeah.
But do it before your mascara so your eyelashes aren't
Yeah,
touching
yeah.
that excess skin
Exactly.
anymore. But you can see all these folds. You can see right there, my skin is actually folded over. I've relieved all of those naturally because it's literally like having your
Yeah.
best friend
Yeah.
follow you around and
Yeah.
just lift and support. But remember, this is that support.
Yeah.
So right there, I like it at a little slight angle, little slight twist with the tweezers. Take your time, and pressing and holding is key to making that last. Now I'm ready
There you
and go
are.
for the day, you know? Now my eyelashes need to get straightened out, but
Yeah, you probably need
my
to put some more
eyebrows
mascara
back
on
up.
now because you.
I know,
you
they,
did that on
they
earlier.
formed like all, so I was pushing them down. I really do have this
Now that you've
eyelashes.
got that, you can sort your eyelashes
Pressing and
out.
holding, but look, you can't see them.
No.
Once they're pressed and hold and bonded, and you have
Completely
your
gone.
perfect, you know, your perfect area of where you like them.
No.
No one would know. All right, my dear, take off your practice strips.
Yep.
We're ready to have a nice big full lift. And since we sell 7 millimeters, here, in, London.
Okay, hold
I am
on.
going to put my
Why I
seven.
took it off those easier earlier.
Those are practice strips. They should be really easy.
They should, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
It's bonded itself. Hold on, let's try
Yeah.
the other way. There we go. That's better. I was doing it the wrong way. There we go. That's
So
one.
we just met last night. I had never seen your eyelids a day before
Nope.
until we got ready to go on air, and I put it on in a few seconds. We had
Yeah.
some makeup and some oils that we needed to clean.
Yes, we did.
But after 1 or 2 strips, we nailed it, and that's
Sure,
what we had such a
nice and
successful show
dry.
on last night, is your gorgeous eyelids. And so let's go ahead. We have so many different sizes. We just tried the 5 and a 7 and an 8, hopefully soon to come to London. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and really place it away from your nose now that we know that we like that. And it has to be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, you can see it or feel it. That means the placement needs adjusting.
There we are. Well, that's perfect.
Yeah, you are a little swollen this morning right there because you didn't
It's just
have
here,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah. So hopefully that
When
smooths
I wake
out.
up a bit more.
I know, and I think that's why we need to go so far out. So I'm a perfectionist,
Okay.
and I want you to be 100%.
Okay.
Let's put it like literally in the middle. I'm
Okay.
gonna really look at you now. I'm staying away from your swelling. Let me see this. Look at me here. It's farther away from your nose is the better
Yes,
result.
it is. Yeah, it is.
It really stays away from all of the swelling and all that
Yes.
that little folding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
okay.
don't want that.
I mean, how many times did we say it, but we didn't do it, huh?
So shall I press it down?
No, that's
Oh.
a practice strip.
Oh, sorry.
So just no, take it off. And now I'm really gonna come away. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna look at you this time instead of you looking at
And I'll face
all of them.
Face you
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Right. That's why we use the 1 as a practice strip so we don't beat ourselves up. And take your time. I mean, I do it super fast because I know my lift.
That feels really comfortable.
Yeah, then that's the way, that's when you
Yeah.
know it's really yours. But, you know, ideally I'd like to see the swelling gone
I know.
and it kind of back up in there.
I wanted that.
But it
It's
should
only
be
that side.
really
It's
comfortable.
only that side.
Did you sleep on that side last night?
Well, I tried to sleep on this side. My husband said I was breathing in his face. So I had to turn around.
So again, I'm just identifying a fold. And some of my clients actually have 2 folds or more. And so we really just need to capture them all. And that's what the bigger strips can really do that. So go ahead and open. Well, you've got some nice eyelids. You definitely look more refreshed.
There you are.
And doesn't look like she slept on any side of her face. I definitely look way more rested. A little bit more of my hair to be done, but
Closer. See?
you have eyelids.
I have.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
You're an angel. You're a saviour.
Oh, thank you, Miss Debbie.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll be on soon with that and have more stock, but hopefully these are all the tips and tricks that we didn't get to spend time with you on, and you can look at more videos and more tips and tricks for all the different sizes and all the different techniques I use. So, bye.